court side. This another one. Carter, stop.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. A gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown number 18 of the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. This is caught inside the 15. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Off play action, Fields. They'll roll him out right. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Fields to the veteran Robinson for the Chicago first. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown.
Well, the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave, and that's not really a...
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago 1st. On play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
It's a unit 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Fields.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And down inside the 15 he goes. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Switch.
1st down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
Touchdown! Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Now the point after try for Santos. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They go play action now. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
35 yards that time on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now a first down throw, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On second down now. It's Montgomery, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. Hey, come on, now, come on.
On 2nd and inches, Fields eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Fields now to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught. Touchdown Bears. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
At their own 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here. and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. A handoff running left is Dobbins. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Fields. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown.
Rashad Bateman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now it's Fields.
Forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here's Fields.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Montgomery. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Fields.
Caught by Montgomery.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check nine, check nine.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Well, this drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Go, go, go. Check the backer, check the backer. Watch the shit.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will bump the lead up to 11.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here's Jackson.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for the Bears, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.